Hello, beautiful, blessed souls. Welcome to Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're new, welcome. We'd love for you to be part of our soul tribe and our loving vibe. If you're a returning sub, thank you so much for all the love, the likes, the subs, the comments, the sense of community on our channel. It truly warms my heart from the bottom of my heart, and I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I channel energy in a journal each day. I have boxes of journals. I've been writing since I've been 9 years old, been getting visions, very strong intuition right from the very young age of 9. And the last 24 to 48 hours has been just bizarre, crazy, wild. I don't know what to say. It's all good. It's just amazing, amazing vibes. So I'm going to go over some of the things in my journal. I strictly flip the cards for my own entertainment purposes because the cards always resonate with the energy that I'm channeling and what is written in my journal. A little bit about myself. I'm a twin in physical essence of my twin now. After undergoing a physical separation in the third dimensional world, and by the grace of God, we found our way back to each other and navigated back to each other in the flesh. I firmly believe I'm a messenger on this journey. We both are delivered very powerful signs and things every single day, and I'm just so excited. My heart is welling. It's exploding with radiant love because there's such good things coming for the Twin Flame Collective, Worldwide Collective, and I'm so happy to be able to share this beautiful, beautiful light with you. And it's just bizarre, some of the things that happen. And I'll go over a few of them, a few of the things in my journal. So 777 has been running wild and rampant. And my beloved and I came back from a trip yesterday. And I just seemed to glance at, and I looked at an address on a mailbox, and it was 777. And then further up the road, he had said, look, 777. He's very intuitive as well. And 777 is you're on your way to your spiritual enlightenment, which is so beautiful. You have divine guidance, and it's time for you to get rewarded for your efforts. So it's such beautiful, beautiful. I love this 777. It's not something I see very often, but it's just, even looking at some of my stats, it's like 777 today. So it's a message that is meant to be delivered to you, and you are on your way to spiritual enlightenment, and I love it so much. Another crazy thing is I have very powerful visions. I will not get into those visions right now. Many of these visions that I have come into fruition, and they're worldwide visions. The other day, and we were sitting outside, and I had said something to my beloved twin, and within seconds, a rainbow appeared after I said, and I feel like you're very strongly connected to God, source, divine, universe, however you resonate. You're very, very close to God, and you're receiving profound messages, whether it be nature, whether it be but you're receiving, and you're very, very close to source, the creator. So I saw that rainbow, and then the following day we saw a rainbow around the sun, and then we were by the water, grounding energy, because like most twins are highly empathic, and they're a sponge for energy. And sometimes there's this negative frequency that comes into your energy space, and it's just unfortunate. People want to just take your good energy. Grounding energy, and just laying by the water, and no shit and word of a lie, a bald eagle flew in between us. It was low, and I've never seen one in my entire life. I've never seen a bald eagle. And right away we're like, what is this? What does this mean? What does this mean? Because we both saw it, and it was such beautiful. And we researched the wingspan, and I think it was something crazy like 6 feet, or it was massive, this bird. And it just brings about connections and messages from the source of creation, and you're closer to your true self. And I'm so excited. Like, this is, to me, is one of the most phenomenal messages that you're ever going to hear coming from oneself, myself. And that is just because of this bald eagle. And it was such a beautiful thing. And I feel such good things. You're getting very, very powerful connections from the source of our creator. So, which means you're migrating back. Like, there's this huge shift in the universe. This 777, this bald eagle is, again, these are messages for you. So much more in here. I'm going to get started. I do 4 cards. I channel masculine energy. Well, overall it's twin collective energy, but it's predominantly masculine. And what's in the masculine's heart space as of the moment? We live in the moment. We don't live in the past. We don't live in the future. If you live in the past, you're robbing yourself of the present moment of now, and vice versa for the future as well. And if the masculine energy could say anything to the beautiful, loving, angelic, feminine energy, what would it be? And the overall energy of the Twin Flame Worldwide Collective. So I'm going to get started. I'm so excited for all of you. I think there's very, very powerful connections, and I just love... Every time I see a beautiful message, like from nature, I always resonate with the Twin Flame Collective for some reason. It's crazy, and I know a lot of you want my twin to speak. He's more of a musician, so if anything, he'll write lyrics. He's very shy when it comes to that sort of thing. So I'm going to ask for 3 cards, please. I love it all so much. And I'm going to ask for 1 card, please. No. That's one thing I wanted to say. Some of you may feel like you're in a block, you're in the vortex, you're spinning your wheels. Just know that there's momentum forward, and everything, it works kind of behind the scenes without you knowing. So what is in the masculine's heart space, current heart space? Feeling, and what resonates, what doesn't. Pack it away in your pocket. If you have feedback or whatever for me, constructive feedback, just send me an email, please. Do not disrupt the vibe of the channel. There's no right or wrong. It's just a journey here. One-sided. The masculine energy is gaining this profound wisdom from Source, Creator, or God, and they're feeling like this may be a little bit one-sided right now, because there may be some blockages, like feminine energy. You may be blocking the connection because you have to, and if you have to, you have to. Ultimately, it's about getting to spiritual enlightenment, and you, I feel like, are so close, and you're just feeling this bliss harmony. But there's a sense of one-sidedness. But the masculine loves the feminine energy like no tomorrow. And it's can be very, very tough, this journey. And it's tough to rationalize. It's tough to idealize. There's confusion. But they're feeling it's one-sided. I love this card. Why do I love this card? Inner child. One of the most profound messages for today is getting to your true you. Your true authentic self. This is what this journey is about. Yes, it's a love so profound. It's a soul journey. It's an awakening. It's there's so much. I could ramble on for hours and hours and hours about what this is about. But one of the most important elements is identifying with that inner child, that wounded warrior, is what I want to call it. And this masculine energy had severe trauma as a child, and you may too, feminine energy. Very abusive childhood, and they subdue and suppress and just walk and navigate life with this little beast inside of them, and that's their inner child screaming. They've acknowledged their inner child. They're dealing with their inner child, and they're moving forward. And this is probably like, this happens however it's meant to happen, and it can just catch you out of nowhere. But that wisdom and that knowledge is helping the Twin Flame Collective so much. Primarily the masculine energy is dealing with this inner child. They're extremely nostalgic. They're nostalgic for their divine feminine. They're thinking of everything, all of the conversations that you've had, if you've had intimate encounters, thinking of all of this nostalgia about the life that they're going to build with you. and overcoming this fear and gaining the courage to come to you and make an offer. I feel if we're in September now, whenever you stumble across this, it's whenever you're meant to. There's no date timestamp on any of this, but we're in September, and I just feel this month that many twins are just going to find their way back to each other. Like I feel like you're walking on a path and a little bit blind, but you have one hand over the eye, one eye, and the other eye you can see clearly, and you're just somehow, God is bringing you back to each other. And it's you may have this strong push and pull energy everywhere you go. It's like no, you're hearing songs, you're seeing signs. It's a lot, and I just feel that offer in the 3D world is coming. So again, different type of message, different cards. Again, I do it for my own entertainment. I can't believe how the cards always resonate. I always say a prayer before I do this and ask for God's guidance. So again, different type of message. It's what's in their heart space. I love it. Oh, I love that. Okay. You scare the shit out of me. Not much more to say than that. You actually scare the shit out of each other. But the masculine, for some of them that are abruptly awakened, some of you, there's different varying forms and stages of twin flame collective. I always say, like, there's infancy when you first started, and then, there's like teenage and adult, and that's just my interpretation of it. There's no right or wrong. I'm going to say twin flame messenger. It's how they are delivered the messages. So whatever they're delivered, you can take a piece of whatever you need. You never leave my thoughts. You never leave each other's thoughts. But the masculine energy is very nostalgic right now, and they actually idolize. I'm getting this idolize and fantasize about the future, and they're doing it in the moment. And that offer of whatever it may be, a simple hello over text message is coming, and it's beautiful. And I wasn't exactly ready yet, so I ran. This is for someone in particular, maybe a group of people, group of souls, beautiful souls. Why did this person, this beautiful soul, run? Because they weren't ready. They weren't ready for sometimes just to face that inner child and those wounds. Because when you come into each other, you awaken each other. And it just, you just go into this deep state of confusion. And again, there's no right or wrong. And the way I look at it, and the way I wrote over years, 2 years, I wrote in journals, and I have, like I said, boxes just from this journey. And it's the one twin is just not ready to face their inner wounds, to face themselves, to face their false self, which is truly what it is. But they're coming to their true identity, their true self, because they don't really have much of a choice. There's going to be a massive shift in this collective, and it's beautiful, and I love it so much. I'm just going to move this down a bit. So that we have here, and I Dream of You resonates with the nostalgia card. There's a lot of dreaming going on, feminine energy, masculine energy, just dreaming. And some of them are just crazy, obscure dreams. I always see keep a notepad by your bed and a pen, and if you get up at strange times and you remember your dreams, write them down. There's a meaning to them. So that's what's in their current heart space. If they could say anything to beautiful feminine energy, what would it be? I'm going to ask for 4 cards, please. cannot believe this. I was just literally thinking that. It just came out. I love it so much. Amazing, amazing message. I'm going to put these two together. I've got Karmic Partner and I have lessons here. The Karmic Partner is meant to teach your twin or the masculine, feminine, however you resonate, lessons. They are a karmic soul that come in that, unfortunately, some of it is just very, very turbulent. And it could last decades. And it's until you learn your lesson. But many of these karmic partners are gone. They're finished. Because there has been such a force within the universe that they're just abruptly ending. Like these storms are coming in and now the storms are gone. And karmic partner doesn't always necessarily mean a partner. It could be a karmic interference, like someone's work, their work is interfering. They're letting the work, it's a karmic interference. And even overworking is a lesson that you need to learn. So not always is there a karmic partner, but this is coming up prevalently in every single message I've been doing in the last couple of weeks. So someone is needing to hear this, that even though you don't have any communication, zero contact, no communication, there's a communication card there, this is ending. And some of you may not even know that your twin has a karmic partner, but they do. And that's God, divine, protecting you from not knowing, because it would just destroy you from the inside out. So this is good. They're learning the lessons, karmic partners out. Communication. I feel like this offer, they want to communicate to you desperately, feminine energy, communication. And that communication's coming, and even a simple hello. And you're communicating very, very strongly in the 5D, specifically through dreams, in your dream state. 5D telepathy communication is a topic all on its own. And I know I was hearing things, and when my twin and I were physically separated, but we were energetically always together, and I would hear these obscure things, these obscure thoughts, and I'm like, where is this coming from? It's telepathic. Your soul is so energetically connected and aligned that scientifically has been proven. Even though I don't let science rule, it's for some of you non-believers and you're confused, it's true. And you're receiving very powerful messages from your higher self. And that's Source, God, however you resonate, our Creator. And it's beautiful, powerful communication. Many of you are getting communication with that. That's the offer. Communication for some of you that have zero contact. And I feel like it's coming before the end of September. It's going to happen in droves. So that's beautiful. Communication. You're very, very, very strongly connected in the 5D. It's coming out, like it's so coming out. Also, too, I'm getting a message where if you have any ideas or any creativity, now is the time to do it. You'll be most successful. If it's 4, I'll take it. It's not. I'm going to ask for 4 cards, please. Yes. Yep. So, again, this is a message for the feminine. I'm going to ask for 1 card, please. I love it. I'm secretly anxious to see you. Absolutely nostalgic, dreaming. They're anxious to see you, and they are going to see you. And it's beautiful. I'm seeing through the illusions. They are seeing through the illusions of oneself, their false self, getting to their true identity, coming to 5D, communicating to you in 5D, seeing past everything. They know what this is. You are on a path, both of you, to spiritual enlightenment and bliss. And you're so close. And I'm so happy and feeling so wonderful for you. However, I'm struggling to let go of in the 3D world. And this is because they're cutting the fake people out of their life. Their karmic cycles, partners, clearing all sorts of karmic interference is just getting pushed and moved out of the way, and it's a struggle. And because some of these karmic cycles, they're devastating to end. It hurts, and it's a struggle. And struggling to let go of the 3D world is also struggling to let go of ego, and get to your higher self, your true self, because it is scary. As it came out earlier, it is scary when you're losing your identity and what you always you attach yourself to your ego and who you believe you truly are, which when you evolve throughout the journey, you realize that everything you once knew is all a lie. If that makes any sense. So it's beautiful. And what is the overall energy of this beautiful connection, which sometimes seems like a nightmare, but it is a gift and a blessing. Overall energy, I'm going to ask for 4 cards, please. It's 2, I'll take it. There it is. I cannot believe this. I can't. Stuck. So I feel like I'm struggling to let go of this 3D world and stuck with this little bit of ego that still resides, and it's, they're just stuck. But you have to go through this, and there is blockages and all sorts of interference, and you can be temporarily stuck, but for every 2 steps forward, there's 1 step backward, but you're always 1 step further ahead. And it's beautiful. I don't know who this is for. Rest. Some of you just need to rest, rejuvenate, and rebirth, and just get back. Some of you are, I want to say, you have like extreme insomnia, and you're overthinking, and maybe that is where you're getting stuck. Your nemesis, and I said that at the beginning, there's some of you that are blocked and some of you that are caught in this vortex of this overthinking and obsessing. So just get some rest, meditate, clear your mind. Meditation is I've never even meditated before in my entire life until I met my twin, and I was meditating 3 times a day. It only takes 10 minutes. 3 times a day, that's 30 minutes. Do this for you. Rest, beautiful souls. Mystery. This there's an element of mystery with your twin. This journey is a mystery, but all of the questions you are seeking are coming to you naturally if you rest your temple. Your temple is no good for your soul if it's tired, and then you can even start hallucinating, like you need to take care. But the mystery of this journey, the answers are coming, and also there's some mystery between the 2 of you. So you don't know everything. You think you may know everything, but there's an element of mystery there, and that mystery could be that nemesis, because you're overthinking because you just don't know everything. And to give you an inclination, when I was in physical separation with my twin, I had no idea he was with a karmic. I'm like, no, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. He wasn't ready. And sure enough, he was. And after, I was just like, why didn't I know this? Like, we were so telepathically aligned. We knew like we were speaking in 5D and all so much, but it was God's protection. So there is a bit of mystery, and there's some things you may not know, but that is protection for you. So don't try and unravel the mystery, because if you unravel what's not meant to be unraveled, then you unravel yourself. Travel. I basically said this earlier. You're traveling to each other in the 3D, and you're getting closer and closer together. And it starts with communication. It starts with an offer. Just know that when you come together in 3D, back from your journey apart, it's still going to be tough. It's not a bed of roses when you come back, because you still have a lot of triggers and you still trigger each other, but your love will overcome that trigger or any triggers, because the love in your heart is so strong and profound. So last one, and then I'm going to do some other ones. This is going to be a little bit longer today. I just feel it's a very good one. It's 3, I'll take it, it's not. And so this overall energy, ask for one card. There it is. I did some research on Twin Flame Resonates. It's what's going on as the masculine energy learns the lessons from the Karmic. They realize that there's a love in their heart that's not explained. They stumble across this accidentally. They're scrolling through their phone and this comes up, and they start doing some research on it. And that is part of the awakening process too. And when the knowledge comes, it's meant to come. And allow me into your world. Again, some of these masculines are feeling like this is one-sided. And there may be some feminine energy that is not in a good heart space right now. Just know it's normal. You will overcome it. You may be feeling stuck. You maybe feel like you're spinning your wheels. You're not going to do this anymore. Do what's good for you. Live your best life. You've been given a gift of a lifetime and a blessing. And it's so tough to be apart. I know, especially if you've had that gift to come to each other in the third dimensional world. And you've been searching maybe lifetimes, maybe many past lives to come to each other. And you have to, and how did I manage to get back with my twin is beyond me. It's a miracle. It's just the faith and the meditation and just loving and living my best life. And be patient with me, my love. It's exactly one of those things that we need to learn on this journey is patience, patience, patience. And you are my best friend. So you are each other. You complete each other. You've been navigating for this soul your entire life while you've been in flesh, body, and bone. And when you find each other, you just naturally flow to each other effortlessly and beautifully. And I love it all so much. Very, very nice message. Today I feel like I want to do 2 healing cards. Just because 2 is masculine and feminine energy. I feel some of you are just not in a good place. And this is a healing journey. It's a spiritual awakening. It's all sorts of good things for your soul. I feel like twins once they get through that journey and they get into that enlightenment and bliss, and it's coming, we're meant to raise the vibration of the world with the love. Believe it or not, we're meant to mission the word of unconditional love. I firmly believe that. You have to go through the pain, and then you come through the light, and then you want to share and that light. So I'm going to ask for 2 cards, please. No healing cards again. I can't believe this card is coming out. It's just insane. Now ask for 1 card, please. I cannot believe this. Okay. So, love. This is just a reminder, and I was just speaking of this, of unconditional love. Unconditional love, what is that? It's loving freely without ask or condition. It's just loving freely. Give, give, give. I know it's hard because sometimes you put that condition, that label, that mask on. You put it back on and you say, well, I am loving unconditionally. I am loving freely without ask or condition. Why isn't my twin coming back in physical contact with me? Why? That's putting a condition. You're putting conditions on that love. You've got to love you and be the best version of you, and you are. You're unraveling, and you've got to take off the mask of your false identity. Some of you are stuck in your ego and you're struggling. Just the best thing to do is free your mind with meditation. You know, I want to give you all the meditation chakras. It takes time to put all of this stuff together. It's all stuff that I do on my own time, and I'm doing it all for you, all for your beautiful souls and your blessed souls, because I would love nothing more than for you to find the light of each other, because it's the most beautiful thing. And because I saw that the eagle, I have to do animal spirit today. I just do. I just feel those cards calling me. And yeah, so these cards are really hard to work with. They're very hard. So normally what I do is whatever, if it flips up like this, I'll take it. And if one flips out, I take it. The feminine energy first, and then masculine energy. And I'm going to ask, and this one just flew out. Oh, I cannot believe this. Yeah, I love it. I just love it so much. I was just thinking of an elephant. I don't know how this... Manifesting it. And I'm going to ask for masculine energy, please. Oh, and take off your mask, by the way, is number 11, 1-1. So, it's a very important message. It's 2, I can't take it. Many of you are getting little messengers from nature. They mean something. Don't let them go. I cannot believe this one either. Culture, spirit, whatever, nothing. Okay. So we have for beautiful feminine energy is elephant. Learn from the past. As you can see, I love elephants. Number 25, learn from the past. Let go of the past. So it says... Although we often wish we could leave the past behind, Elephant Spirit reminds us that memory matters. We must respect the wisdom of the elders who handed us down traditions they have shaped to express our connection to each other with respect for the community. What has come before informs us of what we are experiencing today, and we must never forget our legacy of strength and dignity. Elephant Spirit appears, which is the message that we are to acknowledge that which we came before and learn from it. Lessons. All of this memory-based creatures, and we must revisit the past to understand where we are going and what we are doing. The stories of events you experience, the stories of our collective memory, and the stories of relationships you've had can be told in many ways. What story will you tell? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to make it one that stirs in you a sense of power and dignity. for you have honored yourself by choosing to learn from your past. Spirit rejoices at your willingness to learn and grow. And I'm not sure if you can hear that in the background, but there's a blue jay there, and it's very loud. If that resonates with any of you, there's a blue jay there. And number 63, and this vultures, my twin and I have been seeing so many of them. And what happened, see, they got little crowns here. What happened was when before we saw the bald eagle, we thought it was a vulture. And then that's when we realized it was a bald eagle. And I love vulture spirit because nothing truly is wasted. And the message is what seems hideous here. What seems hideous has its own beauty. And the recycling and the repurposing of the vulture does is as important as any other activity in nature that supports the cycle of life. Vulture spirit's message is that nothing is to be wasted, for nature sees value in everything that exists. What seems rotten and ugly has a potential to be transmuted into something beneficial, and you are reminded that any suffering you have experienced has not gone to waste. Wisdom and understanding that arose from the experience are all talismans that will serve you on the journey, wherever you go. What is decaying is only changing form and will fertilize seeds you wish to plant, turning that which has passed away into substance that will support new growth. All that you might wish to deny or discard has a value that can be repurposed and reintegrated into the new you that you are becoming and the new life you are dreaming into being. No pain was in vain and no experience was wasted, for you have the power to use it to co-create for something far better. This is the miracle in your partnership with Spirit. And I want to just say, go over new growth and learning from the past. And even though it hurt, some of these karmic lessons, they're evolving into a new, better you. And all of the pain wasn't in vain. And you have the power to use it to co-create something far better. That's exactly what's happening with the masculine energy, manifesting. And lastly, for you beautiful, blessed souls, I have this message. Just a very loving message. And if there's something specifically you want me to give you a message about, just put it in the comments. I'd be happy to do a message, or a small message, a small video. It's just it's as my pen permits, though. I can't my pen is divinely guided to the paper. It has a life of its own sometimes. So front and back. Life is constantly changing, yet at its core remains the same. Love does not change, it only goes stronger. Change is simply love unfolding. It's a never-ending story. And I love this so much because of this love card here, and love, and there's feminine and masculine energy, and it's beautiful, and it's number 28, which is a very significant number for me. So that's all I have for you folks. Again, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs, the comments, all of that wonderful stuff, all of your support. If this resonates in any way, kindly hit the like, notification bell, and subscribe button. Have a super day, folks.